be, say, by the end of next year. So probably by the end of next year, we're looking at a bank that's making as a profit rather than as a loss.
Even if it lost £30 million, some people say under those circumstances, how any years like a but £20 million.
This is year one, and if you look at the areas where they make special charges, just separate uncommitted funds sitting in bank, and then short they go.
Increasing its lending, it's thinking about coming private sector. Will it have the force that it once was?
Nothing. I mean, there's what capital the new bank has compared to how many assets. At the end of 2007, it had almost exactly the same capital as the bank has at the end of 2010. The bank has $100 billion. You can see there in one snapshot, just inevitably doomed to fail. And also you can see that now have how much more
Seems Ferguson there. Now one day Northern Rock might back up. Rent the country's biggest Cardiff and Prudential also said there was a more than doubling of the capex. Headlines. Shop banned from displaying cigarettes and other tobacco products as part of the military cut smoking rate.
In Libya, Colonel Gaddafi forces continue to launch attacks on Tripoli. The US Secretary of State Hillary Clinton insists any decision to impose a no-fly zone needs to come.
The system for supporting children with special educational needs in England could say too many children are diagnosed with problems. Support for those who
Thanks very much. UEFA are waiting for the referee's report before deciding whether to take disciplinary action against Arsene Wenger. The official final whistle over Robin van Persie controversial Sunday night. Arsenal lost 3-1 at the Nou Camp in the last to wiggle out of the Champions League and didn't have a single shot on target.
Disdain mixed with written on Arsene Wenger's face even before he had a chance to put his case to the referee. But afterwards, the Arsenal team had been beaten by a side. No shots on target of their own in this match, and also downfalls. Too ambitious with his back heel and open up the chance for Betta. Liam. Still made it 1-1 on the night. Went ahead of Busquets with a 4 and got. Then the moment that so incensed Arsenal, Robin van Persie's second after he was whistled offside. But in the referee's book, he was kicking the ball away. The Dutchman was sent off. Arsenal's do little to stop levelling the tie. And Lionel Messi ensured the Barcelona victory from the spot. Bitter defeat for Arsenal. BBC News.
Two kind of people can be unhappy, those who love Arsenal and those who love football. Tonight frustrated with the referee's decision because it's very difficult to understand his attitude. How can you film a football like that? It was at the moment when we made the decision, very promising game, very interesting, and we lost against very good Arsenal, Barcelona. Congratulations to them, and good luck for the future. But we have meant because we didn't expect.
on an advantage there. He's been struggling with a back problem. Rafael van der Vaart is back.
Well, I expect an hard game, that's for sure. From the counter-attack, you know, they got good forward. And we're looking really to take the game to them from the start if we can. We'll come out, we're not coming here to sit back on a 1-0 lead. You know, my message to the players will be let's get after them and let's press them back and let's see if we can go and score again. You know, that's how we play.
Scotland have made 4 changes to their team for Sunday's Six Nations match against England at Twickenham. Centre Jeff Ansgrove comes into the side, as does wing Simon Danieli. Duncan Hines and scrum half Rory Lawson. Scotland are still chasing their first win of the tournament, while England are still on course for a Grand Slam. Top plays bottom in Group B of the Cricket World Cup today, as hosts India take on the Netherlands in Delhi. India are unbeaten so far from their 2 games, while the Netherlands have lost all of their matches. After winning the toss and deciding to bat, the Netherlands have made a steady start. Eric Stravinsky was brought in to open the batting with Wesley Goretzky. They made the Netherlands' best stand so far in this tournament with 56. Both men have since been removed, and in the last few moments, so too was Ryan Sambascarto. And the Netherlands are struggling now on 99 for 3 from 28 overs. Double Olympic champion, still the one to beat, claiming her second at the British National Swimming Championships in Manchester last night. This time she took the honours in the demonstrating her strength as she stormed through from 4th to 1st, the final turn, just as could be more medals on the way with her best event still to come in the competition. And that is all the sports news from me for now. More later.
Thanks very much, Sam. An independent survey says council tax bills will be frozen across England this year after negotiations with the government. The report carried out by the Chartered Institute of Public Finance and Accountancy claims that in real terms council tax is falling. Let's speak to Richard Kemp, Vice Chairman of the local government. Good morning to you. Makes for a good headline, but
well, that's partly true. Only about a third of the income of councillors, was by way of charge, and the rest comes from the government, and we take 12% hit in real terms on that element. So yes, but they won't be getting the level of service that they have.
tell us about this incentive fund, Ministers, to encourage local authorities at least avoid raising bills.
Well, this is very welcome. What the authorities do, if a budget which would otherwise lead to a capital tax increase, we will give you 2.5%. We will give it, we will incorporate those budgets for the next 3 years. Now, that's the government, and we reflect on what councils are doing. We're very well aware that people in our community rise, and many of in the private sector have seen their salaries, our own staff, haven't had a rate increase now for 2 years. So we're well aware. And we look for council tax and the minimum increase.
Look at, I mean, do you go with cuts or do you go with...
It depends what it is. We believe that it's possible to squeeze council budgets by 3% by increasing efficiency. If we do that, there's savings. And if cuts in service. So councils have been doing both. And our request to the government this year was not, although we'd like to have smaller reductions in our budget from them, it was if you're going to cut it by 28%, don't do it with 10% and then smaller decreases. Do it at 20%. That would enable us to much more, squeeze more efficiencies out of the system. So anything over 50% will make.
Do you at least raise an eyebrow when the Prime Minister is saying, look, local governments are up to, we don't want services. Do you feel that you've been cornered a bit because it's very much government policy? You would argue, I suspect, that as well.
The last one. avoid the top. There's a bit of a
The latest on China. Probably cancelled the rest of the show.
yes, there's 7 men have been arrested in connection with the collapse of the Icelandic bank Iceland. But the big news is that the 2 of those are Robert and Vincent Cengiz, well-known entrepreneurs, pub. Now then. Officers here at an Iceland were involved in serious fraud office at Essex. Take on this. We'll bring you more on that as soon as we have it.
Thanks very much.
Let's catch up on the weather here.
Thank you very much, Simon. Very good morning too. It's a reasonably bright day out there for many of us at the moment. Wind pushing in from the west. And if you look at the picture of the weather camera behind me, you'll notice a few spots of water on the camera lens in Manchester. Seen some showers rattle through here. The showers in northern England generally easing at the moment, but here on our radar, you'll see plenty of showers happening through western Scotland. Into the ground, lower level. One stops. There's just a chance of a rock down there, but most southwest of England today, but quite a breeze pushing west. Now what behind the sunshine, temperatures reaching around 10 11 Celsius, the low 50s in Fahrenheit across central and southern England. A little bit more cloudy into the afternoon with the risk of one or two showers continuing across northern England in particular. Across Scotland it remains related to eastern areas, but the showers will continue during the afternoon. Still wintry in nature across the higher ground in particular, but less in the way of sunshine between them in the west, and that's because cloud will be gathering through Northern Ireland. Outbreaks of rain spreading in, persistent rain, and then as that pushes its way into Scotland, back into the colder air, could see some significant snow. Island, Scotland. Where? Just in central belt, that could cause a little northern England easing a top few showers. The wind is deep. Something very cold there across. Day, a bit windier than today. We'll see a scattering of clouds to begin with, but bright skies develop into the afternoon. And temperatures like sunshine, but as the cloud passes by and it's chilly. Bright and dry start, but all of that online. Bye for now.
In Libya, Colonel Gaddafi's forces step up their attacks on rebels close to Tripoli as the international community considers its next move.
Plans for a major revamp.
Holiday chaos
get an 18% bonus as the retailer decides.
And what's called William sardines in California harbor.
Hello, good morning. Large short shops in England are banned from displaying cigarettes from April next year. Smaller shops will have to follow suit 3 years later.
Part of the government's help is aimed at discouraging smoking. The department is keeping open mind over plain packaging and approaches.
Displays of cigarettes and other tobacco products will disappear from large shops like supermarkets in England from next April. Smaller shops who fear their sales will have up till 2015 to remove their displays. The government plans are part of a package of measures to discourage smoking. Just over 20% of adults in England still smoke, and the tobacco control plan aims to bring that figure down to around 18%. A consultation will also be launched on whether manufacturers should be forced to put cigarettes into plain packets. Anti-smoking groups say it would make cigarettes less
It's really important to protect young people from tobacco industry marketing. And we've been very effective in this country with banning advertising. But you know, it's very clear that young people smoking is associated with exposure to tobacco displays. One piece of research from Australia suggests that your as a child start smoking, that you're heavily exposed to these displays.
The Tobacco Manufacturers Association has said that it is strongly opposed to the principle of packaging and is pleased the ban on displaying tobacco products has been delayed. But the government's tobacco measures have been welcomed by organisations such as the British Heart Foundation and the Scottish Government, which had already passed a bill on banning tobacco displays, is now planning to implement the ban at the same time as England. Kasia Madeira, BBC News.
Well, let's get more from our correspondent Anthony Bartram. He's in a tobacconist, as we see in Nottingham. It looks like quite a fine display, but they won't be able to have that much longer, Anthony.
Well, this is the problem. As you can see, you can find just about every type of tobacco you can think of here, and this is what newsagents and tobacconists are particularly. Newsagents reckon that around 25% of their business go on cigarette scales. Of course, tobacconists on that more. Now, not only will the displays have to be covered up, well, this entire shop, in fact, is to end up having its windows frosted, so whereby you can see the products when you come in, from the outside you anything at all. Well, let's bring in the manager, Glyn Quelch. So, quite some serious measures you're going to have to take at this shop. What do you think that's going to do in terms of impacting on your business?
Well, I mean, hopefully it will drag more people in because we're the only shop where you can buy cigarettes from. But now on the plus side, a lot of people, if they're visiting Nottingham, won't know anywhere to buy tobacco from. We have to black out the window. Makes it obviously dark, a little bit dangerous. It's going to be a nightmare, basically.
So just get this clear, you'll be able to have your displays as you have on the outside.
That's it. No tobacco products seen from outside at all.
And, I mean, you were talking to that's likely to give your business a slightly seedy feel.
Exactly. Well, it's going to be an adult shop, isn't it? You see people put in your pocket and sneaking up sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, it's not going to be, well, basically an adult shop.
But in terms of what you offer and what the government's trying to do, obviously they see smoking as a major problem, a very stubborn problem that won't go away, kills an awful lot of people a year, that they're determined to crack. It does seem as if you've really lost that battle.
Well, it's not going to stop people smoking. There was a 74% increase on C-cigarettes. In Ireland, I think it's about 1 in 4 cigarettes are smuggled. Over here, it's a big problem anyway, too. Basically, that's it, and counterfeit products aren't quality control, so you don't know what you're buying.
Now, of course, a major selling point for this shop is all the different varieties. The government says it's keeping an open mind on plain packaging.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see how many cigarettes we've got, it's a nightmare finding them as it is. If they're all in white packets, nobody's going to know what's it. Scan and find the products you want, and if you come in, you can have a clue what anything, sort of thing.
Do you see a shop like yourself as essentially the...
Pretty much, but we're going to fight back. We're going to stick around.
And what have your customers said about it? They come in for their specialist smoking equipment as well as the cigarettes and tobacco as well.
Well, they're under the impression that they want to smoke, they'll smoke. And that's it.
Okay, Glenn Welsh, thank you very much. So there you are, views of a specialist tobacconist. As I say, slightly different rules apply here. The displays you see will be fine, but from inside, the windows here will be frosted out, so there is really no idea to see what exactly this shop is selling from the inside, and they see that as a big problem here. Of course, the government's announcement today has been welcomed by the British Medical Association and various other health bodies that see this as a very positive move.
Indeed, and we'll discuss some of that over the course of the day. Anthony Barton, thank you very much there in Nottingham.
Now, before we move on, just news from Buckingham Palace in the last few minutes. Details of the wedding between Zara Phillips and Mike Tindall. Buckingham Palace just giving us a date and a venue for that marriage.
Yes, the couple will be Edinburgh, and at the end of July, July the 30th. So 2 whole weddings in 1 year. I don't think you get a bank holiday for that one, do you? July the 30th in Edinburgh.
The international community is considering how to respond to the worsening situation in Libya. Britain and France have put forward a draft resolution to the UN Security Council for the imposition of a no-fly zone, while the US Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has made it clear that military intervention can only come with full. The fighting has intensified this morning between pro-Gaddafi forces and Libyan rebels in the western town of Zawiya, just 50 kilometres from Tripoli. Has forced the closure of an oil refinery, and Libyan state television is reporting that the town has been, quote, liberated from the rebels. Further east, rebel also come under air and artillery attacks.
Libyan television shows what it claims are troops back in charge of the besieged city of Zawiya. Not much detail.